Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a new mod map tour of Prairie Farm, Michigan. This is a map by Taylor Farms, 200.64 megabytes to download for all platforms. We're going to go ahead and read the description and then jump in and take a look at the map here. So it says, welcome to Prairie Farm, Michigan. The map represents 1/3 of a real-life location in Michigan. The map terrain closely matches this location as well as the field layouts and ditches. Map has 18 fields ranging from massive to large, consisting of a total of 917 acres. There's one main farm located on the map, along with other viable areas with buildings you can use. You must buy the land before you can use or sell the buildings. There are 100 wooden toys, 5 sugar beets, 5 small model Massey Ferguson 1155 tractors, and 1 special collectible to be found on the map. I don't know what the special collectible is, but I'm really tempted to go find it now. There are 3 sell points where you can sell all of the base game crops and products. There are no production buildings, but there is plenty of room for your own to be placed. There are no forest areas, however, you can plant your own trees if you want. There is a wood sell point on the map. Map has a custom growth calendar. The terrain of the map is mostly flat with some ditches to navigate. The relight environment lighting from such sneak has been implemented. Alfalfa crop has been added and integrated with animals on the map. Precision farming custom soil map added, consisting of silty clay, loam, and sandy loam. A custom sugar beet piler factory for increased realism in sugar beet harvesting when owned by the player. The piler will give you tear dirt, return the dirt to the field and dump it. Dirt piles can be leveled and will disappear when using any field working implements. Beets are sold in-game every hour on the hour. If the player does not own it, it will function as a normal sell point with no tear dirt. Net wrap with an American flag or round bills for straw grass hay and alfalfa hay. That's pretty cool. Soybeans on rows and some crop textures altered for more realistic look. So there we go. Let's go and jump into it. We'll jump into our menu first. So we're in new farmer mode here. This is what we start off with, new farmer mode. Chunk 5 here, 19 and 21. So we got a couple good big size fields here, this field here, and then these 2 chunks of land there. There's obviously not like a ton to the map specifically, and actually this one's going to be contested. I think I'm just going to do a flyover of this map. I don't think we need to drive around it because there's just one big loop here, and we'll kind of just drive around or kind of fly around and talk about some of the things. Okay, got some stuff down there that might be, oh, that's our land right there as well. So yeah, I actually think this is a really cool map. And obviously it doesn't, so it looks kind of small just when looking up here, but all these fields are absolutely massive. So it's actually a really large area for you to work with. So yeah, really cool. We'll buy some of the chunks of land to see if anything pops up. I don't think anything else is going to pop up. Maybe on 23 there. Obviously the pieces of, or the buildings that are currently on there, you'll need to buy the land to be able to use, but looking pretty good. If we come down here, custom growth calendar. So obviously alfalfa is added. I'm not sure all of the changes. It looks actually very similar. Oats are standard. Yeah, it looks very similar to the normal one. So I'm not sure all of the changes that are on it, but if it says it's custom, it's probably custom. There might be little tweaks here and there. If we go down here, we should have some new crops down here. We obviously have alfalfa and alfalfa hay. There we go. Here's all of our equipment we start out. We'll take a look at that in the store. Start off with $100,000, no starting loan, no animal pens. There are contracts and fields you don't own. Obviously, they're going to pay out quite well because they're huge fields. You don't own any production chains starting off. And got anything else on here I want to take a look at? I don't think so. How many total collectibles actually is the one thing I want to take a look at. Collectibles 111. Yeah, so that checks out with my math. So 111 total collectibles, which is super cool. But there we go. So yeah, the store is right across the street from us. So we're going to take a look in the shop and take a look at all of our starting equipment. And then we'll walk around this area before we do a flyover of the map. So there we go. We go in the store. We start off with a John Deere 6110M or 6110M. And then we also have a Massey Ferguson MF3709AL. We also have, if it'll load, there we go, a John Deere 8R280 and a John Deere 9420R. We also have a Max Superliner 6x4. We have a Case IH Axial Flow 9250. We have a pickup truck and an XUV on here. We also have a Low King Distinction Triple Hoppler. And I think, is Taylor Farms, I'm actually really curious now, is Taylor Farms the same one that made, yeah, Michigan Farms Map. So yeah, a lot of the features on here, like the tear dirt and stuff like that, is on Michigan Farms Map, which I'm doing a live stream series on, which is super cool. So Taylor Farms also made Frankenmuth farming maps. So those are all the ones by Taylor Farms. So Taylor Farms has done a lot that people have really enjoyed. So really well done on that. But continuing, we have a header for our harvester, as well as a corn header, grain header. That's a small pile. You're just gonna get rid of that. That's garbage. Get rid of that. Sell that off. That guy's good. You got a small cultivator as well. Get rid of that guy. Speed tiller is great to have. Seeder, keep that guy. Get rid of that guy. I mean, they're so small. You're not going to use them on here. A small planter you can probably get rid of, and then you also have a big one here, which is nice. That's cool that one is a direct drill as well. And you're going to use a planter to plant your alfalfa. You can see the emblem right there, so you can use a planter for that. Is what you're going to want to use. Sprayers, you got a nice sprayer setup in there. Great fertilizer spreader there, and you have a header trailer if you'd like to use it for your corn header, since this one has a header trailer built in essentially. Nothing leased or anything like that. So there we go. So walking around the farm, we have a sleep trigger right up here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful farm. Let's get our map on down there. So here's our big field right here. You can see absolutely massive fields, and we'll get a good view from up above. Pickup truck parked outside. Wardrobe triggers right there on the side of the house. We come over here, we'll actually start at this one right here. Very similar to the other Michigan Farms map in terms of the buildings. This one looks very familiar. You got a nice repair trigger in here and storage there. Come over here, if we open this up, we got ourselves our headers stored in here, one on the trailer already, and the truck is set in there pretty good, which looks great. And that's a drive-through shelter, it looks like, so that's all set up perfect. There we go, get this baby opened up. Looks like our tractor and harvester shed here. Got a lot of good stuff in here. Ooh, maybe. There we go. Get that guy opened up. And then I think that's everything on our farm pretty much in terms of the setup. We'll take a look at the rest of it from the air soon. Make sure we don't get smacked by a car. Repair trigger here at the shop. And then obviously we have the shop trigger there. And huge open shop space. So all your equipment should spawn right over here in this open area. And you can see the sugar beet pilers off in the distance, which we'll take a look at from the air. But yeah, I think we can just go ahead and hop into flight mode. Let's just go ahead and do that. So obviously huge fields, and I kind of like, I know some people hate the little telephone poles in the middle of the field. I kind of like it because that's kind of realistic, quite honestly. That's how it is in a lot of places. My grandparents actually have a ranch, and there's electric wires that just go run right through the middle of it because that's just how it works. They didn't have a choice in the matter. They didn't want it actually, but it didn't matter. That was where the power company wanted to put them, so they were forced to sell those little chunks of land to the power company. But regardless of that, we have some more houses and stuff down here. Sugar beets can be sold here. We also have a couple other sell points down here. We have the Grain Sell South, Prairie Farms Farmers Market, and the Prairie Farm Farmers Market second sell point. So we got a couple. One of those looks like it's going to be the wood sell point, which is in the back there. And then again, you got your sugar beet sell points, and you can buy these guys as production chains. Which, you know what? Let's go ahead and add in some money here. I don't think they're that expensive actually. Let's go ahead and purchase these guys. So you come out, oh, only 15 grand. Yeah, they're not very much at all. If you purchase them, you go take a look at the production in case you're curious. 10,000 sugar beets go in, and again, it's super quick. This processes them super fast, and you get 10,000 out again, plus you get the tear dirt. So basically, it's just separating them out for you, which is pretty cool. So I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Let's get back in the air here. As we fly down this way, go back up over kind of this intersection here. This is our building right here, which we're going to hop down actually and take a look at it. Again, I'm actually going to hop out of flight mode again. Sorry. But if we take a look in here, we have ourselves a couple more of our equipment. We have our seeders in here and a couple of our big cultivators in here. And again, it's kind of a drive-through shelter. So you do own this chunk of land starting out. If we go into the map, you can see we own a little chunk here. But yeah, so in terms of what else we can buy, I'm going to buy that one because I'm curious what's on that guy. I also want to buy this guy because I'm curious about that, and little 24 up there in the corner. Otherwise, the rest of it should be pretty much fields, and I think that's all you can buy. Oh, you can buy section 20 there as well. No other icons popped up. What was on section 20? Let's hop in the flight mode again here. We'll stay in flight mode, I think, this time, unless we want to hop out and look at something. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. So it's kind of like a big placeable area, that little L that's right here. So you can kind of buy that, and you can put more buildings down if you need more storage, or you can just expand that field. So I like that. That's pretty cool, actually. So if you got too crowded on this little area, you could buy the area right across the street. As we go down here, again, big fields. Pretty straightforward map in terms of the layout. Very flat, lots of large fields. Good American feel to it in terms of like Midwest. Here's that little barn area right here, which is, again, you can purchase this to be able to use this little shed or shop or whatever you want to look at it as. And then road continues up here. And then up here in this corner, again, we got some more sheds and stuff, which you can use if you choose to, if you purchase the little chunk of land, which is right up here. And then if we go over, get rid of the help menu. If we go over this way, we'll have the animal dealer and animal dealer sell point. And that is pretty much the map, quite honestly. So pretty straightforward. Yeah, very straightforward animal dealer here. You got your sell point right there and your animal dealer right there. A little grass field. So that's that little chunk of land just at the top here you can buy if you wanted it right next to the animal dealer. So yeah, really cool map. You can add, I like this one because it's not crowded with a bunch of productions or anything, which I don't really mind those being on there, but you can add or remove or do whatever you want on here, which is pretty cool. So Well done. I like it, Taylor Farms. I like it. But there you guys go. If you guys enjoyed this map tour, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching.